The immigrant philosophy in my family is that you get an education no matter what, even if you just had your own television show for 5 years and want to go sit on a beach in Hawaii. So I went to public university, which was also something valued in my family. And in my training to become a neuroscientist, I spent a lot of time thinking. I also did a minor in Hebrew and Jewish studies, so I spent a lot of time thinking Jewishly. My professional opinion is that Maimonides was right. Intellect is the glory of God. Judaism is a tradition of learning, of analysis, dialectical discussion, debate, and argument. Even Jews who reject God find themselves forever enmeshed with the techniques of understanding that Judaism initiated thousands and thousands of years ago. We are raised with text in our ears and tension in our hearts. This has served me well in times of joy, in times of struggle, and in everything in between. I study weekly with 2 different study partners, one in New Jersey and one in Israel. It keeps my mind active, it distracts me from the pettiness of my day, and it binds me to millennia of Jews who have cherished sometimes the only thing that had not been taken from them, and that is their minds. Intellect is the glory of God. That was number 4. Number 3, meaning. Purpose, a purpose beyond my work. Judaism provides me with perspective. I understand I'm not going into the coal mines when I go on the Big Bang set, although sometimes it feels like it, and I'm very grateful to have a job like mine, but it's not easy on any given day, and what is easy is getting caught up in a lot of silly stuff, especially in the industry. Judaism gives me direction, a place to go when I feel overwhelmed. It gives me a framework for my purpose here on earth. Is my purpose to make as much money as possible, to be really, really famous, to be prettier than everyone and steal people's husbands? No. The purpose, philosophically speaking, is for me to find my purpose, to be helpful to others, to comfort the stranger, to be kind to all people. We were all made in the image of something divine. And Judaism teaches me this, humility and meaning. That's number 3. Number 2, a path. The Hebrew word is derech. No one has ever accused me of being perfect, except maybe my mother, and you know you can't trust your mother when she says stuff like that. Judaism reminds me constantly that I'm not done, I'm not perfect. I think there are so many commandments just to make sure that I can't ever think that I'm done and that I've gotten everything right and that I'm perfect. Judaism keeps me honest. The path, the derech that I am on winds around a lot, and I often feel lost. But I never give up searching for whatever it is that is ultimately not what I am seeking to find, but what is seeking to find me. A path. Judaism gives me a path. That was number 2. And finally, number 1, all of you. I would not be up here if I wasn't Jewish, and you wouldn't be sitting here listening to me if you weren't Jewish and if you weren't attending Tribe Fest today. We may not know each other, but we are all related. We share DNA, we share history, or maybe we share similarities such as eating the same foods at holidays, or having the same diagnoses for generalized anxiety disorder, or diabetes, or extreme enmeshment with one's parents. Then I wrote, I can't decide which of those I should be more embarrassed to describe. Here's a hint, 2 out of 3. It's all good, and it's all because we are all Jews. We are all members of the same tribe. I don't believe in good Jews or bad Jews. We're just Jews with different levels of observance and different paths. But I am very glad that I found you all on this path, and I hope that you are glad you found me. Have an amazing time.